In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to register fixed assets in Xero. If you're managing items like computers, machinery, vehicles, or furniture, setting them up as fixed assets in Xero helps you track their value over time and lets Xero handle the depreciation automatically, so your books stay accurate without manual calculations. First, you'll turn on the Fixed Assets feature. In Xero, head to Accounting, then Advanced, and choose Fixed Assets. If you don't see this option, make sure you have the right user permissions for the organization. Click Set up Fixed Assets to enable the feature. This creates the area where your assets will live and where Xero will generate depreciation entries later on. Next, you'll create your first asset. Click New Asset to open the entry form. Start with a clear asset name, something you and your team will instantly recognize later. Then choose an asset type, or create one if none of the existing types fit. Asset types are useful because they can carry default settings like the typical depreciation method, rate, and linked accounts for that category, keeping your assets consistent. Enter the purchase date and cost. Use the date the asset was purchased or when it was ready for use, depending on your accounting policy. The date matters because it determines when depreciation begins. Make sure the amount you enter matches your source documents and how you coded the purchase in your bills or bank transactions, so the asset ties neatly back to your ledger. Now choose the depreciation method and rate. Straight line spreads the cost evenly over the useful life. Diminishing value accelerates expense in earlier periods. If you're unsure which method to use or what rate applies, check with your accountant or refer to your local tax guidelines. The goal is to reflect how the asset loses value while staying compliant with your reporting requirements. Select the asset account. This should be a balance sheet account in your chart of accounts designed for fixed assets, often broken into categories like computer equipment or motor vehicles. Align this with how you coded the original purchase to avoid mismatches. Once everything looks right, click Save. From here, Xero automatically calculates depreciation going forward and posts the related accounting entries between depreciation expense and accumulated depreciation. You can view the asset record to see the schedule and confirm the details are correct. And that's it. By turning on fixed assets, creating a new asset, entering the key details, and saving, you've registered the asset in Xero. Your depreciation will run automatically from this point, keeping your financials up to date with minimal effort.